Hey guys, it's Debbie. Look, we've got two hearts, and I believe I got these from Dollar General. I really think that's where I got them from. Not sure. But anyhow, we're going to take them, and I don't know if I want it that far down though. I think we want it like this. I'm just going to go ahead and place them together. Got to take this hanger off. I believe these came from Dollar General, guys. I can't really remember, but I think that's where they came. We're going to go with Dollar General anyway. That sounds good enough. But anyhow, I want my front one. I want them to be twisted. So I'm trying to decide. And see, they will go on top of this. Does that look twisted enough? And if I set it where this one is more straight, I like this one kind of coming out a little bit. Okay, so I think that's how I want them, like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some Slick Tite, or Slick and Thick, I'm sorry. Slick and Thick. And we're going to put it under there and under there. Okay. Then we're going to go in with some hot glue. My hot glue got burned, so I'm trying to get the yellow out of it. Do y'all ever do that? I guess I left it on too long. Oh, it's really yellow. I don't know if I'm going to get all that yellow out. Oh, well, we may have to just go with yellow. But anyhow, then I'm going to put some hot glue under here. And we're just going to hold it until that hot glue gets kind of set. And then I'm going to zip tie it until my Slick and Thick sets up. So that's what we're going to try. I think, in my mind, I think it'll work. I just want to make sure that that sets good. And of course, let's see. Oh, these zip ties, I'm gonna tell y'all. Sometimes I think it takes an expert to try to figure them out, where they go and where they don't. I think that'll hold that together. Now let me see if I can figure out how to put this one together. Should have put me a little bit. I'm going to put me a little bit of this right there on that tip, so that I'm not going to put a zip tie up there, because I really don't think I can get a zip tie up there. But at least I can have some of the tightness up there. Now let's see if maybe we can do the whole thing. Just want it to hold. That looks pretty good now. Pretty good, and it sounds pretty tight. And then I've got a little bit. It's not right there though. We're gonna have to put one up here to hold it. And you could, now, if you wasn't making this on a live, like I'm doing right now, you could glue it and then you know, balance it and put stuff under it till it dries and then work with it. But we're live doing it, so I wanted to have a way that they would stay together. That's tight. Okay, all that's tight. Good. Good deal. Okay, now, let's move him out of the way a minute. Well, no, before I do that, let's go ahead and do the next step on him and get him already completed. Because I need to paint him so I can put another stick on him. Uh-oh. Every time I go live, guys. What is it?
Solder wire?
Mm-mm.
You don't have no solder wire?
That's that silver wire?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any. How much money would it cost?
It's like $7 a roll.
Here. That's about 15-ish or so, I think.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Love you. Okay, now we've got some gold paint. That was my grandson, guys. Blue. Got some gold paint here that we're just, it's brushed gold. And I've got a chip brush that I'm just putting a little bit on. And we're going to go ahead and put it on our hearts. And I'm doing this because, like I showed you, it's going to go in a gold container. So we want to, you know, just kind of color it up a little bit. And I'm not worried about getting so much on the sides. I'm getting it on the edges there. But if you get some on the side, that's fine. And if you don't, that's fine too. We just want a little bit of gold color so that when we put our design together, it, you know, looks like it goes together with a little bit of gold on it. But still a lot of white. I want a lot of white showing, of course. Put a lot of gold right there. I didn't mean to, but that's okay. That's okay. If y'all haven't followed me, y'all follow me, and that way y'all know if and when we start back a business page, because I'm really praying about it and wanting to do the right thing. But I just absolutely love crafting, and it's hard, I'm going to be honest with you, it's hard to craft over on YouTube in this kind of crafting because they want you to have it landscape, and it's hard to me figure out how to do it landscape and have me and the craft in it. I just guess I'm just not quite smart enough for that because I hadn't figured that out. But I am going to still do my paintings over there. I've just got to get back started with that. The Dutch pours and stuff like that. The big paintings. The involved paintings, I guess would be a better way to say it. Okay, I'm trying to make sure that these zip ties don't keep me from putting the gold in it and around it where it needs to be. Got that one big streak of gold, so I'm going to try to put a little bit more gold inside. Just a little. So it doesn't look like that's a mistake. I like that. Now, see, they got gold, but they're still white. Still white. Okay. Now we're going to move on to this next step. I've got red glitter ribbon. This is wired ribbon. I've got red because this is a Valentine's thing. So I can tie my red in that way. Now we're just going to take this little gold glitter ribbon and we're going to glue it right down the middle of this red. And I'm gluing it just so that when I go to put it on, y'all see, I don't have to fight with my gold ribbon to try to hold it in place. If it's already glued in the middle, then it'll be there. So I don't have to, you know, fight with it. And we don't have to have a lot of glue. Matter of fact, this glue will kind of come through the ribbon and hold it pretty well. Thinking I might better go to the edge though. It's kind of wanting to curl up. On the edges because it's cheap ribbon. This red ribbon came from Deco Exchange. The gold ribbon came from Walmart. Deco Exchange, Damon, used to be our coach. And when we had the retreat, I want to say out in Oklahoma or either the one in maybe Dothan, he donated quite a bit of ribbon. And I wound up with a couple rolls that I kept. And I loved this red one because it works for Christmas. It works for Valentine's. It works for the 4th of July. Y'all, whenever you see red ribbon, even if it's Christmas red, like the red in the Christmas section, get it because, like I said, it works for all those holidays. It doesn't go out of style. Now, I could not find my push pin, so I'm going to use thumbtacks. And I wanted to have a decorative kind of thumbtack. I thought I had some beige ones. And I'm sure I did at some time or another. But I couldn't find the beige ones, so I have pretty blue ones that we're going to use to put this ribbon into our foam. But you'll see all that. Okay, now we've got that done. We're going to lay that to the side and let that dry. Now I'm going to bring this back. That's not wet. I've got a popsicle stick. You know what? I wish I'd gotten, but I have 2 more zip ties. I don't like that big one. Let's see if I have a little one up here. Because I don't like the big one on it. Yeah. We're going to put a popsicle stick on it to use to be able to put down in our foam when we put our design together. I'm putting this slick and stick right across the front. I keep calling it slick and thick, whatever. And then I'm going to put hot glue right beside it. It's getting some of the red stuff in it. That's all right. And we're just going to put it together. We're going to zip tie that too, so that we don't have to worry about holding it together and worrying about when it dries or whatever. And it'll, whoops, it'll already be in there. That one, put one more on it. And then once it dries and we go to stick it in, because I think it dries pretty quick. So I think that I might need to read it. Might need to read it. Can you imagine? Why would I read it? Clamp, press together or clamp for a minimum of 15 minutes. So we'll be good once we get to that part. Now we've got that much done. Now I'm going to go ahead. What do I do with my gold paint? I'm going to go ahead and paint this, what little bit I can see of it, gold. And then we can paint them other 2 little areas when we take it off. But we'll just paint this gold because it's what's going to hold it onto our design. That's my idea anyway. We'll see. We'll see. Now where can I lay this? Let's see. I want to lay it where it'll be steady. Okay, now I've got this foam from Dollar Tree. Just the round. I don't like it being the hard foam, but we have to go with what we can work with this on. And I turned it upside down, and I just made it, got me a groove in it, and then I used this tool to just come around like this inside that groove to make it all even and low. Right there. Just like that. And I tried my best not to go all the way through, which I don't think I did anywhere. I don't think I did. But we're going to have to determine where our backside is, because we're going to put, see if you can see this. It has openings. So we're going to put lights in it. Y'all know I like light. I like things lit up. So we're going to put lights in it. So I want my light string to come out the back. Plus then we're also going to put some of the gold right around the edge to kind of cover all that up. And I want that right at the back too. Okay. So it all looks, there's a dent in that right there. Right there. See it? Yeah. So that's where we're going to go. That's going to be our back. Matter of fact, it looks like where it was put together, maybe. But I'm just going all the way through, and I've got to go all the way through even the front part to have enough room for my wire to come through. And this top just slips off. You don't unscrew it or anything. You just slip it off like that. So it'll work perfect, I think, with this. So we're gonna I'll have to keep it up like this though, so that it goes on the front side of this. Thinking. Now, we're just gonna hot glue this on. We're not gonna, I'm not using that thickened stuff. We're just gonna put us a little bead of hot glue ever so often around the top, maybe all the way, I don't know. And just slip the foam down over it. That's my plan anyway. We're gonna see if that works. Okay. Now we'll glue that back there to the jar. Let me hold it till it dries. I think this is going to be so cute, guys. I think. Ugh. Oh, no. Guys. You are not going to believe me. I did not put my lights down in there. That's okay. There's more than one way to skin a cat. That's okay. We're just going to put us on. I know y'all love watching me crap, because you're going to always see a mistake. And you can see how, listen, see how you can turn mistakes into not mistakes. Just fix it. Oh, I planned that all along. I needed that. You know, you don't have to own up to a mistake. Because there's really no mistakes in crafting. When you are making your own design, listen, there is no right or wrong. But good, see, I was at least going to show y'all what the lights look like lit up inside of the jar. So, noticed it. Debbie, how are you doing? I see you on here. Okay, let's get these lights down in here and hope they go everywhere. I love these little string lights. Now these did not come from Dollar Tree. I don't think they come from Dollar General either. Because they have a lot of lights. I didn't count them, but it's probably like 30 lights or so on here. So they're not a Dollar Tree or whatever. Okay, now let me show you what they look like lit up. Look at that. Is that not amazing? And at night, that's going to be so, so pretty. Now, oh, my nose. Guys, this sickness just don't want to do away with me. Okay, now we're going to just put this gold ribbon right around the bottom edge so that we don't have to worry about having a lot of greenery and stuff on the edges. We can just worry about kind of covering this top little edge, okay? So that's what we're going to do. And I'd already cut it, so it's just a little bit longer than what I need. It's kind of just right. We're going to call it just right anyway. This little ribbon, I'm telling you, is not the best in the world. It does want to curl on the edges pretty quick, pretty much, for some reason. Ugh, sorry. Okay, now it's going around. I think having just that little bit of red is going to look so cool. Ouch. A little hot there. Ow. Y'all share this out, and like I said, follow me. That way you'll know if we start a page. I've got 2 names that y'all have, well, some more too, but 2 that's on the top of my head that y'all have suggested is Driftwood and Shine Daily, just like we are over on YouTube, and Debbie's Driftwood and Shine. So, I don't know. I'm praying about it. Praying about the name and praying about to make sure that I'm not messing up. If I get back on here and God's okay with it. Sunny said, me and her talked about it the other day, guys, and this makes sense, because I told her, I said, you know, I still have a really, and y'all know, those of you that know me, y'all know, I still have a hard time, not a hard time, a conundrum, or whatever you want, I'm not trying to figure God out, don't get me wrong. Figuring, you know, like, why would he let my 253,000 people page get hacked and stolen? And Sunny said, and it makes sense, you know, because we'd got to where we were having quite a bit of troubles and people that were being really nasty and stuff. And she said he may have just been cleaning the slate. Cleaning the slate. So maybe. We're just going to see. Okay, now we've got this much done, right? Got our lights on there. Now the first thing I'm going to put on is this ribbon, because it's going to take up quite a bit of room. But it's got to go up here, because this is our back, right where our lights are. That's our back. And for my ribbon, I sure wish I could have found my pins, but I'm going to do it like this. And then the second one's going to go up a little bit higher. I've just got to do it and get it done so I know that I have. See, that was a little too much. Okay. I don't want to put any pins in it until I know that I've got it right. That's why I got to go ahead and get it together before I pin it down. I want it to look like that. Okay, so I don't like the way that one is doing right there, because that's way up. Getting it together like I want it, guys. Okay, so what we're going to do is take our first area, and I am going to put me some hot glue down here. Right there. Then we'll go ahead and put me 2 of the push pins in to hold it, or 2 of the thumbtacks. Let me turn it around so y'all can see this. And I'm holding the bottom and this top. And it's going into the hot glue, so therefore it'll be another kind of hold, I guess you'd call it. Now we're going to come to this one. I'm going to put quite a bit of hot glue down there. And we'll put our push pins in. Okay. And then all I'm going to do on this one is just put my edge down like that. Glue it down and then push pin it in, and then I think it'll stick and hold. That's my plan anyway. That's my plan. Okay. Now, I'm just going to take and do my ribbon like a big loops so that it'll hold it up, see? It'll hold it up. Now, make sure those are the 2 that I'm feeling like might not stay where they're supposed to. I'll hold them down, maybe they'll get caught in that glue good. Okay, now, here comes our things. We're fixing to cut these zip ties off. Hopefully, it's going to be stuck, and we're not going to have to worry about anything. Whoops. It's not stuck, guys. It just moved. It just moved. I felt it. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. So that means, what does that mean for us? Oh, let me go ahead and put some of the gold on those places that had the zip ties. Okay. All right, guys. I got to figure this out. Okay. Okay, so all we got to worry about is our second one. Oh, it's still wet. That's why. It's still wet. So, of course, it hadn't glued. The hot glue did, but the other didn't. So it's still wet. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put our heart in, this heart in. Okay, I'm going to take and determine where I want him, and we'll worry about that heart. We'll figure something out for him. Do I want him to go in? Okay. want him to stand up more straight like that. I think I do. So, I've got to come right here. Right there. And I've just got to work me in a area sideways so that my stick will go in sideways, just like that. And we'll put quite a bit of glue up there so that when I push my stick in, it will hold it. Oh, y'all. Has anybody told me that I have glued this all on backwards? I can't tap it, Crystal. It would break my phone. But I just glued them all on backwards. Guys, and y'all just sit there and let me do it. Y'all block the troll, whoever that is. Well, I could do that with the hot glue and the E6000, but E6000 I know takes 24 hours to work. And I was hoping that, because I'd been told that that Quick and Thick sets up quicker, and it said to clamp it for at least 15 minutes, but that didn't work. That's okay. But y'all just let me sit right here and glue all this on backwards. Y'all didn't. I'm just playing. I'm playing. Y'all didn't do it. I did it myself. Just as pretty as you please. I sure did. That means my heart and my little line and everything. Woo! Y'all gonna quit watching me because y'all gonna say, that girl don't do nothing but mess up every time she gets on here. But, listen, when I mess up, it saves you from messing up. There you go. That's what I'm claiming it. I'm sticking to it. Okay, let's just... Okay, come out of there. Come out of there. Okay, let's start over. At least I've got it about where I want it. Okay, we can just start over on the right side. On the right side. And if my nose would just quit running. I'm having to use, okay. I'm going to do the same way, but on the right side. What a day. What a day. That's okay. I love it. I love it. I'm so tickled to be back, being able to craft and have some ideas in my little head, because I didn't there for a while. I was quite burnt out, and maybe that's why too. I just said, you need a break. Need a break. Okay. The glue, y'all saw that the hot glue was holding it pretty good though, so I think this is going to work by having the glue and the push pins and everything. It's just got to be able to sit in there long enough to get stuck. And I think it's going to work. I do. I think it's going to work. Okay. That front one, for some reason, does want to bend out. I don't know why. Like the hot glue and all that don't want to hold it. But it will. It'll hold it. Okay, let's get our little things back where we want them. Our glue. Now, I'm going to have a mess because I've got a whole bunch of hot glue right there to stick through. I love making messes, guys, because we can then see that you can always keep it going and fix it. Let's get him back where I want him now. Hope he don't come off. Okay. I don't want it to go up a little ways. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to go in sideways. Y'all share it out. Okay, now I'm going to put quite a bit of hot glue right there around that opening so that when we put our stick in, I'll show y'all when I put my stick in. Oops. You might have to put him through there. That'll look cute. And that one still is wanting to come out. When this hot glue dries, it's going to be okay, guys. I just have a feeling it is. Now I'm going to fill that opening with quite a bit of hot glue. He's still leaning a little bit now, but that's okay. I like that going through there like that. That was one of them just things that happened, and it worked out to be really good. Just want that to set before I turn it loose. And then I have an idea for this other guy. We're going to see if my idea will work. Isn't it fun? Oh. Come on, dry. Dry, dry, dry. You know, this might have come apart because it probably wouldn't have worked where I had the other heart anyway, because this one has to be right here. So we're going to have to kind of place that other heart a little different. How about that? How about that? Oh, this one is... Okay, let's see here. That would be perfect. Like that. Oh, that would be perfect. So... maybe I can glue that on like that. But that's not going to work because it's got to be longer to be able to stick it down in there. I don't know why that wants to not hold right there, guys. That's aggravating. That glue is just not drying, man. You know, I've always said about hot glue, when you're wanting it to dry, it will not dry. When you don't want it to dry, when you need a little bit more working time, it's going to dry right up. It's going to dry right up. Sure enough. Let's see. Come on, little fella. Stand yourself up straight. Okay, now, you know what I just thought about? I've got to get this hot glue up because I can't put our greenery and other stuff in through that glue, through that dried glue. This was going to be a really quick craft, guys. This was going to be really quick. Yes, it was. If I'd have just glued it on straight, and if my Slick and Thick had really set up in 15 minutes, that would have been perfect. That would have been perfect. But I'm getting this glue out of the way so it's not going to prevent us from gluing other stuff down. And he's standing up pretty straight. Pretty straight. Okay. Now, if I glue him down, I don't want too much of that show, and I can paint that white or either gold. So let's just glue him down right here with quite a bit of hot glue. Let it set up until it is really set up. Not try to move it. Get some of that gold. And go ahead and put it in there. That's good. Now, let's make sure that sets up really good. Okay, I'm gonna put my hole for it right down in here. Right down in there. Where's my little hole cutter that I have? There it is. Let's make sure to go in there. I don't know that that's big enough. Yeah, there we go. He needs to be a little more crooked. A little more crooked, guys. So that he'll sit straight. Let me show you what I was talking about. Okay. When I have him right here, he's a little crooked, leaning back. But if I push him down, whoops, I don't want him down that much. I can catch him right here. And that'll almost be kind of where we wanted him. So, that's what we're gonna do. That's what I say we're gonna do. We're gonna try it anyway. Oh, I ain't got another zip tie though. Hang on, guys. My zip ties are right there. Let me get one. Used up too many zip ties in my little fun today. Now, I'm gonna put me some of this slick stuff right there. And then I'm gonna put me some hot glue right there. And then we're just gonna stick this guy to it with my zip tie. And then I'll just put hot glue where I put his stick in. Make sure that's holding it. Okay, it's together. There. Now I'm going to put hot glue here where his stick is. I'll load it down in the front and in the back, so it'll hold that in. And then I'm gonna play around with his ribbon. And get it kind of like I want it. Then we've got some stuff to put all in him. So, that's cute. I like it, and that turned out really good. Okay. And I do have, I thought ahead of time, and I do have a stick that I'm going to be able to use to put my hole in my foam to put my flowers in. So I thought ahead of that. And I've got some little pieces if I need them. But let's get these put in first. Decide where we want them. And I've got greenery to go in here too, guys. So I don't think I'm going to glue anything right now, though. I want to see that it's where I want it. And this one here, back here, is going to help hold up that ribbon. Don't know where that hole went. Right there. Try not to press too hard and break my foam. We don't want to break the foam. Oh my goodness. Oh, you can push it up. No wonder. Okay. Okay, we've got that. Now we've got that we're going to put in there. And then we'll fill up the front or anywhere that needs it after we get our back like we want it. But we're not going to make it real tight because we can always stick moss and stuff in it, guys. And I'm just using this to make an opening. Now, we're just going to get it like we want it. I'm going to bend these lambs here up a little bit so they'll go a little closer to the back of the hearts. Oh, that's perfect. Then I've got some, I'm really not even sure exactly what this stuff is, but it's cute and it's kind of more of a filler. So we're going to use it in the back as our filler. Because we can spread it out. I can pull it out. How about that? Yeah, this come from Walmart. This stem I'm taking apart right now. It did come from Walmart, and I love it. Because once you get it out, then you can kind of pull the pieces a little bit and get them unstuck together, because they're stuck together because of the flocking. And then it's just going to give us some back cover. And then after we get through with this, we'll go ahead and put us some greenery down, like some moss, just to sprinkle in there. But when you do this, remember, any greenery, any flowers, anything you're messing with, there's a flat side, and then there's a side that's kind of the alive side. That's what I call it. So make sure when you put it in that it's put in with that sticking out, your kind of alive side. Man, I can't believe those hearts gave us such trouble. But that's okay. Oh, that one's really pretty. Pretty, pretty. Maybe next time when I get home, I won't glue things backwards and all that. I'll just do it like it's supposed to be done. How about that? That'll be an anomaly, won't it? Okay, now we've got our back kind of filled in. This, we're going to just put some like reindeer moss, where we just kind of stick it in to cover up that foam. That's all. And let it kind of stick out a little bit. Reindeer foam, do y'all like working with it? I do not. I do not. But I keep some on hand, because you never know when you just need a little something to just stick around and let it look like it's part of the design. And you can always kind of I'm not going to take the time to do all of it, because it does take a little while to get all that done. But see how it covers up all that moss, if it'll get off my finger. I mean, all that foam. Just have to place it kind of almost one by one. See? Now, let's do to the front. And then we're going to use some of this, but we're going to cut it down. We don't want this big around here. And I'm going to try to hurry, guys. I know this is taking a long time because of all the mess up. Sorry. But let's just stick us some, this little bush in here. All these things kind of have a natural place that you can take them apart. Most of them do. Now we need some some, oh, I might want to use some of this too. Let's see. Just a little bit of it. Just a little bit. No, see, maybe I want it around here. Oh, gotta have a piece to put my hole in. Oh yeah, I like that. Oh, I like that sticking out like that. Yeah. This is not very stiff at all, though. The only wire is in the main branch, so it so we're going to put another one on this side over here, just like we did over there. And that kind of covers up the middle part of that. Now let's get one of these and put over here. Blue was doing something to his truck yesterday, and he broke the wire. I don't understand all the stuff. Broke the wire that goes to the light or something like that. And so he's trying to get it all soldered back together. That's what he was needing, some soldering wire. Told him last night I didn't have a solder gun, so I figured he'd know that I didn't have any wire either. But that's okay. Now let's get this piece put in over here. I'll show you. And then I'm going to get some of that green put in. I'm going to kind of turn this one sideways. See here? Okay, I don't think I want any more of that. We'll leave this laying right here because we may use some more of that. I'm not sure. We'll definitely, let me just go ahead and stick a little more of this grass stuff down in here right quick. Ouch. But not stick my finger in it. That's why it's better, I guess, to put one piece at a time instead of trying to do a whole bunch. Wouldn't have that been smarter? Let's get this out of the way. Makes a mess. Y'all let me know down there in the comments about this reindeer moss. It's quite a pain. Quite a pain. Okay, now let's get back around here. No, I don't want that one. I want this one. Okay. Let's see here. I'm just going to stick us some of this. Oh yeah, like that. Then this one with just 2 leaves. Let's stick back in here. Yep. Then we need this one right in the front. Let's get one of these. It's kind of full. Right in the front. Oh yeah. Now we need one on this side, and I think that's it, guys. I really think we'll be done. Other than I'm going to have to put more reindeer moss in there. But I don't want to do it and burn my finger no more right now. Oh, yeah. That's beautiful. And it's full all the way to the back with our stuff. And the red ribbon and the gold ribbon. And our hearts have the gold on them. And I think, oops, that did not hold. Okay. We'll figure out another way to have a longer one. What did I do with it? Well, guys, I had another zip tie, but I'm not finding it. So I will put another zip tie on our hearts to hold them together like that, so that they will. I should have put it from there to there. I don't know what I was thinking. But I did bring another one over here with me, but in all my doings, I don't know where he's at. But I'll get another one to do. But anyhow, there we go, guys. Isn't that cute? So cute. And let's turn our lights on. And our lights will blink. Watch. You can set them up to where they blink, or you can put them to where they don't. All right? You like them separate? I don't know if I like them separate or not. I'm afraid it won't have as much stability separate. That's my thought. So I think I'm going to have to put them together so that they'll have stability. But there you go, guys. There's our wonderful design for today. All right? Y'all share it out. Let's get more eyes on it. And next time, I'm going to have something easier so I don't do it all backwards. But we got it done. We got it done. Love you guys. Talk to y'all later.